Hello folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Relax, Release and Reiki. If you haven't met before, I'm Jill. Pleased to meet you. So, my videos are all about helping you to deeply relax, to release unsupportive, negative thoughts, feelings and emotions and the energy around them. So releasing any trapped energy in our mind and body so that it doesn't then start to manifest as aches, pains or even as an illness. So releasing all of that, and I use Reiki as the way to do that. Well, Reiki and some life-lifting techniques from my coaching practice. So in today's video, I'm going to guide us through opening up our third eye chakra, which is located here. And that is our center for intuition, that innate inner wisdom that we all hold, but that we've become disconnected from. Our culture doesn't really encourage that. It's all about taught learning, which obviously, I fully agree, very, very important. But I feel that we need to listen to ourselves. When we're seeking answers, so let's say, thinking about wanting to make a change, sometimes we just don't know which way to go, how to actually bring about that. So by opening up our third eye, we're tapping into our intuition, and that's when clarity, answers and opportunities can blossom and present themselves. It's just a matter really of trusting yourself. Again, that's something that we are taught not to do, and to look externally for the answers. So I'd like to lead us through a Reiki that will help to start to open that up for you. So, as I say at the beginning of every Reiki session, please don't listen to this if you're driving or operating any form of machinery. Keep yourself safe because we're going to be going into a deeply relaxed state. Also, to get the most from this, I recommend not listening if you've had caffeine in the last couple of hours, or alcohol, or if you've taken recreational drugs. Just save this for later, come back when you're ready. See this as a time to deeply relax and take a bit of time for yourself. Okay, let's do this. So, I invite you to sit or lie down, but definitely get yourself into a space where you feel safe to deeply relax and just allow thoughts, feelings to drift in and out, maybe even drift off to sleep. Okay, make sure that you're nice and warm, and if you want, have a glass of water nearby so that you can take a sip if you need to. Alright, so I invite you to gently close your eyes, and let's just pause here for a moment. If you're new to Reiki or new to guided meditation, sometimes you can question whether you're doing it right. And the answer to that is a resounding yes, just by showing up. There is no right or wrong here. But if you are relatively new to this, it's quite useful just to listen to the sound of my voice. Just follow my words. Thoughts will continue to come in because you are a thinking human being after all. Let them come in, acknowledge them, and then just let them drift off. Try not to get tangled up in thoughts too much, but like I say, nothing's wrong, everything is right, whatever your experience of this is going to be. Alright, so I'm opening up to the Reiki. And Reiki travels across time and space. It is just universal energy that's everywhere, so it knows no bounds. Let's start with some nice deep breathing, just to signal to our brains that it's time to relax. Slow down our breathing, slow down our heart rate. Put us into a deeply relaxed and restful state. So breathe in nice and deeply. And then when you're ready, turn the breath around and release the breath. Let's do a few more. So breathing in, breathing out. Really try to draw out and extend that outward breath, starting to feel as though any stagnant, stale energy is being expelled with the out breath. Once again, breathing in really nice and deeply, bringing the breath right down and release the breath. So already starting to feel even just a tiny bit more relaxed, as though things are slowing down. Give your mind and body permission, give your energy permission to just let go of the outside world just for the time that we're going through this Reiki session. Trust that if for any reason you need to come back into the room, that as soon as you open your eyes, you'll be back. So it's safe to deeply relax and just go with the flow. At any time you feel you want to, take a lovely breath in and just release the breath nice and deeply. Don't wait for me, just do what feels right. If you feel you want to wriggle and move your body, do that. All's good. So with every breath in, we're welcoming in the Reiki energy, and with every breath out, releasing any energy that isn't serving us. Stale energy, busy energy, energy that's been trapped for some reason. We can just let that all go now. Don't get caught up in how it gets released, just trust that it does get released. So I like to imagine Reiki as this beautiful ball of golden glowing energy that swirls and twirls and spins. So if we bring our focus to the crown of your head, imagine a shaft of beautiful Reiki energy coming in through your crown, and this ball starts to spin very gently in your energy. So within your body, and then outside in your aura. Your aura is just your energetic field that, if you like, encompasses your body. So the Reiki energy starting at the crown of your head, spinning down into your face and head, releasing all the muscles there, all the tension. Breathe into that space, bringing in the Reiki energy, and breathe out, releasing all the tension there. Spinning down into your neck and throat. Once again, breathe in here. Just notice if there's any tightness or that sensation that you want to swallow deeply. Just go with what your energy, your body is telling you. Release the breath. So as we breathe into that space, we're opening up our throat chakra, center for communication. Moving down now, swirling around the top part of our body. So our upper chest and upper back, collarbones, shoulder blades. Just make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. So let's breathe in and roll your shoulders back gently, releasing any tension there. Opening up across that area, opening our heart chakra, which resides here. So this is our heart energy, love and support here for ourselves, for other people, for other things, for the world, well, the whole universe in fact. Huge, beautiful energy here. Moving down into that midsection of our body, releasing any tension here, any trapped energy. As you breathe into this space, notice any tightness. This is our solar plexus, where we hold our self-beliefs. Often it can feel a little tight, maybe a little prickly. Release anything that needs to go. If there's any sensation that feels a bit different, breathe into that space. Fill it with energy, the Reiki energy, and then as you release, start to burst that bubble. Let it go now. Giving full permission to relax, to release. Fantastic. And moving down into the lower section of our body, so around our tummies, around where our belly button resides, that space. We often hold tense energy in our tummies, and that can cause stomach upsets, indigestion, IBS, that kind of thing. So let's breathe into this space and release anything that needs to be shifted. Once again, breathing in, opening our sacral chakra, center for creativity, and release. Beautiful. And then moving right down into our hips and pelvis, into our pelvic bowl, releasing all the tension in our lower back, allowing the muscles just to soften. Again, we hold a lot of tension at times in our lower back, in our hips, in the front of our thighs. This is our root chakra, basically the essence of ourselves, our feelings of stability. And this can take knocks. It doesn't necessarily mean anything traumatic, just the busyness of life. All the responsibilities that we're juggling, all the stresses and busyness of work, family, friends, all of that we can store in this area. So let's take a lovely deep breath in here. Fill that space with the Reiki energy and release and just let it go. Whew. Know that even though we're following this path that I'm guiding us through, Reiki continues to flow, to go to those parts of our mind, body and soul that require healing or just some positive energy. So we allow Reiki to do what it needs to, And in parallel, we're just going through and just supporting that process. And Reiki continues down, softening all the muscles in our legs, our thighs, releasing any tension in our knees, allowing those to soften, flowing down into our shins and calves, breathing into this space and release down into our ankles, our feet and our toes, and then back up, softening the muscles in our arms and our elbows, down into our upper arms. Just gently twizzle your hands to release any tension in your wrists, and then lay your hands somewhere that feels comfortable, relaxing your fingers, relaxing your hands. Breathe into this space and release and relax. Noticing how your body's responding now, feeling a little bit more relaxed with every single breath. The thoughts have slowed down, your breathing has slowed down, and your heart rate has slowed. Feeling deeply, deeply relaxed and calm. Feeling safe to relax and allow your energy to do what it needs to. So let's bring our energy or our focus back to our third eye chakra, that space between our eyebrows, just at the top of the bridge of our nose. If you want to, you can just lay your fingers on that area, just gently. Let's breathe into that space. And release. And now, if you can, imagine that you're looking at the back of your forehead. So you're inside your own head, looking at that blank space at the back of your forehead. If you can't imagine that, don't worry at all. It's perfectly fine. Just listen to my voice or just feel the sensations. Everybody responds differently. Some people to sound, some people to feeling, some people are very visual. We're all beautifully unique in the way that we respond. But just somehow know that you're in that area, in your third eye chakra. And as thoughts come in, just acknowledge them and allow them to drift on past. We'll just pause here for a moment. Maybe take a few nice deep breaths. Staying nice and calm, just going with the flow, trusting the process. And as the next thought flows in and gets to that, imagine it's coming to the middle point where our third eye chakra is, and imagine then just brushing it to the right hand side and brushing it away. And then as the next thought comes in, comes to the midpoint, brushing it to the left hand side and away. And once again, brushing thoughts to the right, and then brushing thoughts to the left. Creating a space for our third eye chakra to be open, to be spinning, creating a little bit more space for it to grow. So with every breath we take now, feeling as though our third eye chakra is opening a little bit more, expanding a little bit more, and a little bit more. Just be curious, see where this leads, if anywhere. Thinking about something that you're seeking an answer to, perhaps something in your personal life, something to do with your well-being, something to do with your work or business, a relationship, anything. If you have a question where you've been maybe struggling to find the answer, ask your energy the question. And just notice where your thoughts lead next. It may be that you don't receive a direct answer, but trust that over the next few hours, the next few days, things will be put in your path which will help you to find the answer to the question that you have posed. Think expansively. Allow your intuition to really kick in. When you do, opportunities present themselves. Solutions present themselves. But more often than not in the way that we would expect. So be open to being curious, being open. Give yourself permission to be this person, to trust your intuition, to trust yourself. You have immense wisdom within you, immense intuition, but all too often we've been taught to close that part of ourselves off and not trust it. But when we get that feeling that something isn't right, we've got to learn to trust it, or more beautifully, when we have a feeling that it is right for us, despite what maybe others around us are telling us. Trust those feelings. Feel as though from this point forward you have your eyes wide open, and then you can see things from a different perspective, where maybe the answer's been in plain sight all along, but because you've learnt not to trust yourself, not to trust your intuition, you weren't seeing it. But from this point on, you will start to. Trust that the universe will deliver. Breathe into that space again, the third eye. Release the breath. Once again, just notice any thoughts, any images, any memories that may pop up for you. If they're not making sense, you can ask, what does this mean? Please help me to understand. What do I need to do? So before we go, I just invite you to actually say hello to your inner being, to your intuition, to that innate wisdom within you. Pleased to meet you. I feel our intuition is very inextricably linked to our heart chakra, our center for love and support. And as you open up your intuition, it opens your heart to yourself. There is immense love in trusting yourself, listening to your intuition, looking internally for the answers. Your inner being has your highest interests at heart, and so yes, it is absolutely unconditional love for you. So perhaps you're feeling this warm feeling of feeling loved and supported, feeling guided, feeling no longer alone in finding the answers. But this sensation of knowing that the answer, if it hasn't come already, is coming, and that offers comfort and support. Take a lovely breath in and release any worry around any of this. Release any unsupportive energy that you've been holding around this. Just let it go. Give your energy permission to do that. And trust the process. Trust yourself. You've got this. Okay, beautiful. So, anytime you feel you need more clarity, you need some support, some guidance, just take a few breaths, deep breaths to relax yourself, and then just focus on your third eye chakra, and then ask the question. Give your energy permission to be open to hearing the answers, seeing the answers, feeling the answers, whichever way they come through for you. And then be open to those opportunities and solutions as they present themselves. This space feels so lovely and supportive. Almost don't want to leave. Just beautiful. Alright, so shifting your focus now just to start to come back to the physical world. Notice your body where you're sitting or lying. Feel the pressure of whatever it is that you're sitting or lying on. And then start to wiggle your toes, move your hands. When you feel ready, open your eyes and come back into the room. Okay. As always, after a Reiki session, be gentle with yourself. Maybe you feel a little bit more emotional as you've opened up to your intuition. I'm sure your inner being is celebrating that fact now. But you can feel a little more emotional, so just give yourself some time, have some water to ground yourself again. And yeah, just be kind to yourself. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Other than that, I wish you lots of love. Bye for now.